Hey dudes, what's up YouTube? So I'm going to continue doing my request thing. I had a request from Crazy Rock 696. He was asking me to review a Xela album, but I didn't have that particular one, but I do have this one, so I decided whatever, it's better than nothing, right? Xela is actually, I don't know if it's a one-man band, but the guy who started it all, his name is John Twells. He's from Manchester, England. This is the third album. It was released on Type Records in 2006. And basically, it's like some avant-garde kind of soundtrack music to a movie that doesn't exist. It's about, it has all these kind of nautical themes and being lost at sea and zombies living at the bottom of the ocean and they're coming to eat you. I've read a lot of good reviews for this online, but it's not one of my favorite records. It sounds a lot like old kind of Goblin records for when he used to do horror movie soundtracks and like maybe some Ennio Morricone. A lot of people are comparing it to Wolf Eyes online, and I didn't really see any Wolf Eyes in here at all. Like other than it's like instrumental and kind of dark, I guess. Wolf Eyes is a lot darker than this stuff was. But yeah, I've listened to a lot of Goblin. I got some Goblin on vinyl, and I got Ennio Morricone, so I'm familiar with like demented soundtracks and like cool cinematic, you know, ambient, mood-setting music and weird instrumentation and stuff. Like this is not a bad album though. Like it's got very diverse instruments. He's a multi-instrumentalist, this John Twells guy. It's got a lot of kind of oriental sounds, oriental soundtrack sounds, and like oriental lap guitars and weird percussions, and you know, it sounds like, you know, he's shaking a box of crayons at some point and he's playing a drum and he'll ring some bells, and you know, I like that kind of thing where he's trying new instruments and just making stuff that, you know, you don't really hear in mainstream music at all. But I didn't really see it as a being very dark or gloomy or bleak like it's being saying it is online and stuff. Like it's supposed to be like a mood piece and stuff, but it wasn't creepy. I don't know. I like it if the instrumentations are a little more sparse, if it's a little more over the top. Just seems like some sort of like, kind of like what you would do if you were taking music in university and wanted to do something like that. Like, I don't know. It's a concept album about being lost at sea and zombies attacking you and like taking over the boat and stuff. Like, I don't know. Another cool thing about this album, though, is that the art is by this guy named Matthew Woodson, and he's done artwork for Nurse's Wound, he's done artwork for Naked City. It's all done with pen, I guess. Pen art. That's the zombie attack and everyone going underneath the water. But yeah, I didn't really get a horror movie vibe off this at all. I got more of like, kind of like a, I don't know, I kept picturing like samurais and like Asian people on big vessels and stuff like that, but never a zombie attack. I don't know, like I didn't find it very gripping, or, you know, nothing really hit me over the head as being like amazing. It was just kind of like, yeah, he's doing some diverse instruments, he's doing some sort of weird avant-garde thing, experimental thing, I guess, but you know, I dig that. But I like other bands when they do that, though. Like Lotus Eaters is a band. I've reviewed all their albums on here since they only have 2, and they do that kind of thing. And they do it like, they use like more sparse instruments and stuff. But Xela's not bad, though. Like, it's not as thought-provoking as maybe some people think it is. But another weird thing about it is it comes with this in the sleeve, and it's just basically the story of the journey, I guess. I skimmed through it. I didn't read it all. And then it's got like the track listing on the back, the Dead Sea. But yeah, if you want to get into some, I don't know, lots of people found it moody, lots of people found it kind of like an impending doom kind of soundtrack, but if you like that avant-garde instrumental kind of thing, where it doesn't sound like really, you can't really tell what the instruments are, what's going on, but it's not, I didn't find it dark or foreboding or like impending doom vibrations coming out of this at all. It's just kind of like, I don't know, maybe if you haven't listened to Goblin a lot or Ennio Morricone, you might like this, but I don't know. I've been listening to like weird soundtrack music for a while, so maybe I'm just a snob. Maybe I'm snobby.